Hey, what's up, internet? Hey, listen, we need to have a conversation, ladies. This is specifically for the ladies. A lot of you know that there's a list that has gone viral as far as this list of the places ladies have basically agreed that is not a good place for you to take a person, a woman, on a first date. This list has gone viral for several different reasons because I guess there's a lot of mixed emotions about it. Um, I'm old. I've been married for a long time, and I don't, even really think about stuff like this all that much anymore because my dating life is basically taking my wife where she wants to go. But I have to say that I feel some kind of way about this list. Let's get into it a little bit. All right, so on this list we have some of the places once again that women say are bad for you to take somebody on a first date, and if you look at number one, there is Cheesecake Factory. Now, I know there's a lot of people talking about that viral video of the woman that wouldn't get out the car because the guy took her on a date and took her to Cheesecake Factory. And she's like, Cheesecake Factory? This is a franchise restaurant. Yeah, it's a franchise restaurant, but it's a very expensive franchise restaurant with about 35 million different things on the menu. Um, if y'all are just going out to get something to eat, there's no better place to take a person to Cheesecake Factory. You can get food across all different kind of cultures and genres. You could get besides soul food, you could get just about anything you want at Cheesecake Factory. So you obviously wasn't going there because you was hungry. You was going there, for status, and you felt like Cheesecake Factory wasn't up to your quote unquote status. But let's get into this list because we're talking about a first date, right? I'm getting to know you. I don't know what the expectations are. Maybe we met online. Maybe some friends introduced us. Maybe I ran into you at the gym or some other social event and was like, "Hey, you want to go out and have some fun? Yeah, let's go out on a little datey date." Okay, and you let the man decide. So if a man take you to Cheesecake Factory, I'm sorry, that's a pretty good first date. Then you got places like Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle is a bad first date. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, unless you getting her a bowl with double everything that she wants on it, and y'all taking it someplace else, going to Chipotle to get some food and actually sit down and eat probably is not a great first date. But Olive Garden, I mean Olive Garden, really? Olive Garden, you get that tour of Italy. Olive Garden is a great first date. People propose to their wives at Olive Garden. I've seen it. I've seen people have graduation ceremonies and after parties for weddings and stuff like that at Olive Garden. Olive Garden is still a nice place to go. Movies, how is the movies not a good place to go on a first date? That's like classic first date. At every dating movie that I've ever seen growing up, people would be like, "Hey, you want to go on a date? You want to go to the movies?" That's literally like top three of places you take a person on the first date. Now your house is creepy, right? I will agree your house is probably not a great place to go on your first date unless you balling and you got like a nice house or something. Any fast food chain, I mean, that can kind of depend. I mean, you probably don't want to go to rallies, on your first date, but there are some fast food chains that are decent that you could take somebody to. Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, if you're a girl that like Wild Wings, why wouldn't you go? Or Wingstop, same thing. If you like wings, why wouldn't you go? Red Lobster. Bob Beyonce made a song about this, right? If it be good, I take my man to Red Lobster. You would take us there. We can't take you there. Are you serious right now? Red Lobster? A buffet is probably not a great place to go on a first date unless y'all both are heavy set. That'd be a good place to take like a big girl, on a first date. I'm a big guy, so I ain't hating. I definitely ain't hating, but I know some big women. Hey, big women, holler at me if you feel like that's a good place for a first date. We can go ahead and go get it in. IHOP is not a great place for a first date. It's a great place for a late night date, like after the club or something, and y'all just want to grab something. IHOP and Denny's are like the classics. I was always at Denny's, because that was the only place open late at night some nights. The gym, yeah, that's not a dating place that you go unless y'all both are muscle heads and just work out a lot. Church, eh, church is a good first date if y'all both are in the church, right? Hey, I want to go on a date. Why don't you come to my church? We're having a function. Like if it's a special function, like a bring the friends to church Sunday, or something special is going on, like a revival or something like that. A church is actually not a bad first date, depending on the circumstance. I'm probably not taking you to Starbucks on a first date. I'm probably not taking you to a coffee shop on your first date because I personally don't like coffee. And I've never liked going to Starbucks and spending 6, $7 for a cup of Kool-Aid. That's just ridiculous to me. But ice cream, ice cream is next on the list. Are you serious right now? That's like classic first date. That's like, okay, let's go to 31 Flavors or Cold Stone and get some ice cream. That's like classic. And I know some people just say, well, what am I, 13? I don't want no damn ice cream on the first date. Hey, listen, it's a great first date. It's something cute. It's something that you can relax. It's something that, you don't have to worry about being all prissy and am I holding my fork right and all this stuff. Nah, get you a big waffle cone of your favorite ice cream, get messy, let him wipe the ice cream off your face, you wipe the ice cream off his face. It's a great first date, stop hating. um, and then what we got after that? We got family functions. Yeah, I don't want to meet your family, and I don't want you to meet mine. You might not. You might be the girl of the week. Movie night. That's probably kind of creepy. Somewhere that requires a long drive. That's actually not bad if I'm taking you, to like Cedar Point or someplace like that where we have to drive for about an hour or two just to go have some fun. You know what I mean? Bowling is probably a decent first date. I would say that's probably top five. Nightclubs, yeah, I'm not taking you on a nightclub on a first date. A hookah bar, I don't like hookah. I'm not taking you there. A bar just for drinks, that could depend on the bar. There are some great kind of vibe bars here. Like they don't call them bars anymore. They call them lounges. I'm gonna take you to a lounge, and and we're gonna have some craft drinks. Like the drinks they put all of the different decorations in and stuff like that. That could actually be a good first date. I'm definitely not taking you to Waffle House, but a sporting event is not a bad first date, especially if you're a fan. Like, if I know you're a Cleveland Browns fan, or if I know you are, whatever fan, I might, show up with some tickets and be like, hey, on our first date, can we go to blah, blah, blah? I mean, come on now. So this list, while there are probably maybe 4 or 5 things on there that I probably wouldn't take a woman on a first date, the majority of this are good first dates. What are we hating on right now? The majority of this list is good first dates. I mean, come on. I want to say this. The majority on this list is is stuff that a guy would love for you to take him on a first date, right? I don't think there's a guy out there that if you said, "Hey, let's go on a first date. How would you like to go to Olive Garden?" The guy's gonna be like, "Oh shit, Olive Garden." They got them breadsticks, right? If you tell a guy you're gonna take him to, Red Lobster on your first date, he's gonna absolutely love it. So, I just don't get, this double standard of dating. I am gonna see if I can come up with a list of places that guys agree you shouldn't take us on a first date, right? I'm gonna say just off the rip, that includes any place where I have to meet your kids, your family, or your ex-boyfriend. I'm not doing anything that has to do with meeting those three individuals. I really don't want to meet your kids. I really don't want to meet your family. And I really don't want to meet your ex. I really don't want to meet any ex-boyfriends. I mean, that's hazardous, and that's toxic. Other horrible first dates are anything that includes your girlfriends, because all y'all gonna be doing is snickering about me all night. I don't want to do anything that has to do with me spending like too large sums of money. You know what I mean? Like we can go get something to eat, we can go have some fun, but we're not going shopping on a first date. Sorry. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna come up with a list of men. We got 28 things that the women came up with. I'm gonna come up with 28 things that the men are like, nah, we're not going there. Sorry. you're gonna have to come up with a better spot than that. So, what are you guys' thoughts? I mean, I just went through the whole list and I pointed out at least 13, 15 of these things that are actually decent first dates. You know what I mean? And we're talking about across, generally across like all women. I mean, there's some women I know that wouldn't mind going to any of these places, and I know there's some women that don't want to go to none of these places. But just the average across the board, most of these places are great first dates. So let me know what you think. This list is viral, and there's some places that's not on here, but you can't include them all. Um, I don't know. Let's talk about it, and you guys let me know what you think. This is Rob Coleman. Talk to you later.